Alright, now for the third part of the series of videos for this class is how to make this even faster, even easier for you guys. So you can create a pivot table. Here's how to do that. You can, again, click on your table, anywhere in the table, and then you want to insert a pivot table. There are a couple like recommended ones, but we can start from scratch, so we can do exactly what we want. So once you click the pivot table, see that it's like it already detects a table range, and if you move to the side, see where it's like it's blinking a little dashed line around your entire table. That's exactly what you want. So don't click anywhere else, and then you can create a new pivot table in a new worksheet. Just so you know, it will keep this separate. We'll create just a new worksheet here at the bottom. See? And now our pivot table will be inserted there. Here's how this works. So you can create a pivot table and you can show, oh, I want to see location. So just gave me a count of location, or how many points I have for location, right? Burn and unburn. I have 384 points in this case. And let's say I also want to see them by categories, right? By burn and unburned. A really cool thing that we can do with this is that like you can drag and drop. I want to drag it and I want to have location as a row. See, already sorts them by like burned and unburned and everything else. And then let's say I want to see categories as well as a row. Then we'll give you like some subgroups, like within burned, I have 64 points for canopy, 64 of course. All of them are 64 because in this case the table is exactly the same for all of them. Okay, but what we want is actually distance and DBH. And as soon as you hit click there, see, already gave you like some summaries of that data. However, it's giving you a count of location and count and sum of distances. That's not exactly what you want. So then you can remove like the count of location. That's useless for us. So you can remove this field and you can remove the count because we don't want that as well. However, this is just giving like the addition. So if you click here on the right hand side, or you should be able to do so. So that's funny. There you go. Eventually, when you click there, you will open this option that you can change. Instead of summing, I want the average of distance. Okay? And once you hit OK, now it's giving me the average for each of my groupings. And then you can do the same for the other one. You can click here. Oh, I think it's maybe double clicking, guys. Sorry. You can get the average for DBH as well. And voila. So basically, this information is what we had in the other one right here. Right? That it took us forever and ever to do it. Doing with a pivot table is much easier. However, see that here we have only the average, and we have to do the same separate for DBH. So to fix that, what you can do is that you can copy, select the entire columns. Okay, click here in the G and H. So once you click here, you're selecting the entire both columns. Then you can copy, Control C or Command C, and then you can click here on the first one and insert copied cells. So we'll just like move the ones that I already had, we'll move them to the side and create two different ones here. Just to make sure we know what's happening, I'm gonna rename this to distance 2, let's say. And here as well, I'm gonna change this one to DBH2. So I'm gonna use these two, let's say, to calculate the average, and these two to calculate the standard deviation, because it's literally just a copy. And the pivot table needs an extra column to be able to do two different calculations in the same things. So now if you go back to your pivot table, see that now it doesn't have here yet because you just created that one. You need to create a new pivot table. So let's delete this one. Yes. And let's create a new pivot table. But now we have the extra information on site. So once you hit OK, we can just do literally the same things we did before, check location and check categories. Or you can do right with different ones. You can do with species if you want. and then you can drag and drop them here to rows, location as well. And now you can change here, instead of count of location, I want to get an average. Hit OK. I want to get an average for location. I'm sorry, my bad. This is wrong. I need to remove these fields and need to create the fields for distance to, DBH to, and distance and DBH. Right, so then I'm going to use the first one, let's say for average. Hit OK. The second one here, DBH, I'm also going to do average. And now for the other variable that I have for distance and DBH, I'm going to do standard deviation. Once you hit OK for all of them, voila, you have all the numbers that you need. But notice also that like distance is here and the standard deviation for distance is separate. What you can do, you can literally just drag and drop. So I want to have distance together, so click this one, drag it, and that way now you rearrange here how they're organized as well. You can do the same here for columns and category and location. See that now they're grouped by, for the canopies I have burned and unburned, but if you swap the order here, if I drag and drop up, I'm sorry, this one down, let's say, there we go. Now they're like all the burned are grouped together. So either way you prefer, right? So you can just like reorganize in a different way. There you go, and now you can come back here, copy this entire table, let's say, go here, and you can paste it, and then now you can just literally just get the values, the ones that you want, 13.42, which we already knew. For the canopy unburned, let's see, canopy unburned is 14.6, and so on, right?